Hi everyone, this is Jupiter Jim with Jupiter Jim's Marketing Club, and in today's episode I'm going to show you how to quickly and easily crop and resize images. So let's go. Click here, go to edit. First of all, there's the website right there. You go to PicMonkey.com, click on it, just close that, click edit, and I'm going to back up here for a minute. You go to edit, then you're going to click on computer. Then I want to create an image that looks like this, and I'm going to do that by cropping and resizing this image right here, which you can see under dimensions is 1836 pixels wide and 3264 pixels high. The average web page is about 1,000 pixels wide, so this is obviously almost twice as wide. This image is almost twice as wide as the average web page. If you look at the size, it's 1.70 megabytes, and we're going to reduce that as well. So I'm going to double click that, and here we go. So these are the different places where you go to edit. You know, if you want to add text, whatever, that's what you would do in frames. Now the reason I'm only going up and down here is to show you this is where you want to go, basic edits. So click there. Okay, now I know that when I reduce it, I don't want this little fishy thingamajiggy there. I don't want this in, so I want to crop that out. Even though this, I know the image is too big, I'm going to crop it out and then I'm going to resize it. In other situations, you may find that it makes more sense to resize it first and then crop the image. It's totally up to you. So in this case, I'm going to crop it first. And it just came out with some default crop size. You can type in a crop size here, like maybe you want it to be 300 pixels wide, which, you know, doesn't make any sense here. Don't worry about the scale photo. So let's go back to, you know what? You can just drag it here. That's the way I like to do it. So like I said, you might want to say, okay, so maybe you said I wanted 1,000 pixels wide, you know, and this was, for some reason that you wanted that dimensions, fine. I don't really worry about that right now. Just drag the corners very easily, very simply. And when you want to move this up and down, you know, you can do it anywhere. We're going to move it right there. Okay, that's about right. And I'm just going to click apply. Boom. Now I'm going to scroll down, go to resize, and it used to be, as we remember, I think it was 1,800 pixels wide. Now it's 1,387 wide, 1,185 high. Still way the heck too big because I really want this to be, I want the width to be 300 pixels because that's the width of the typical WordPress widget, sidebar widget, footer widget, etc. Now, if I don't keep the dimensions proportional and I change this to 300, you can see the image gets out of whack. It gets distorted. So I'm going to keep the proportions. So in other words, you will have you type in the width here and it will make sure that the height is proportional. If I had decided to change the height, well, let's just do that. Let's just say I want the height to be 500. It will still make the width proportional, but I know I want the width 300. We go there, we click apply. Done. All we need to do now is save. The file name is totally meaningless, bad for SEO, so I'm going to give it a name that makes some sense. I'm going to call it Beach. Put hyphens in there. Don't use underscores and don't use blank spaces like that. Put a hyphen, Beach Cafe, and I'm just going to say sign. And I've already used that name before, so I'm going to put a -4 at the end. When I save it into my folder, you'll see what I'm talking about. Quality, Roger is low. And watch the file size change. Medium and high. So you want to keep, you know, the file size as small as you can while still maintaining the quality of the image, and that will help speed up the load times for your website, your web page, okay? I'm going to actually use low quality on this one because I know I don't need anything. That'll be fine. Now, I'm going to click. You can make a JPEG or PNG. Now, this is actually a picture. So when you ever actually have a picture of something with detail and color, and it's not just a graphical image or a vector image, you want to leave it as a JPEG. So anyways, save to my computer. It's already got the name. I don't need to change the name. We go there. We go back to the computer and we go up here. This is the folder that it's in. Double click there. and it was the signage 4, right? Sign 4, and there it is. So I mouse over it. You can see right there it says dimensions 300 pixels wide, 256 high. File size 34.4 kilobytes. Remember, at the beginning, it was something like 1.7 megabytes. This is kilobytes, so it's tiny. I'm going to double click on it, and there it is. And that's all there is to it. I hope you found this helpful. Take care and have a great day.